Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Prophet back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some crypto news. Also going to give you guys my top 5 to look at and to watch in the next couple weeks because of the most recent movement with Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as all the other large market cap coins. We do see a bearish market looking to come into play. I don't think that's going to stick around for too long. I do think we are going to get back to our bull run very, very quickly. I do want to say, guys, though, during this time, it's great to find some good, cheap deals. Obviously, these deals don't come around too often, and this is a very, very big dip compared to every other dip we've had recently. So do expect to find good deals across the board. And we're going to talk about, like I said, the top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch in, this next upcoming really days and weeks ahead. So the first thing I want to take a look at is Cointelegraph's idea of what to watch this week. And they have Bitcoin, XRP, DOT, XLM, and Solana. And I can agree with some of these. Obviously, they talk about how Bitcoin price remains under pressure, but select altcoins like XRP, DOT, XLM, and Sol are showing signs of resuming their uptrend. I do think, they are showing that sign of, really getting the uptrend back into play. I do think, Bitcoin's still struggling. So some of these I can agree with, some of these I can't. I'll tell you guys what I do, think we should be watching in the next upcoming days. But I also want to say, guys, if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video before we get started. So jumping into the CoinGecko, I do want to say, guys, Bitcoin's not one that I really, obviously we're going to watch it because it's Bitcoin, but I'm not going to really count it because unfortunately there's not really been any good positivity out of Bitcoin in the last 7 days. We see a 24% decrease, last 24 hours about a 10% decrease. So we're not going to talk about Bitcoin really in this short segment. We're going to talk about Cardano. Obviously, big things with Cardano. We've talked about Cardano a lot recently. In the last 7 days, a 17.4% increase. Cardano is still above $2. If we would have said, Cardano being above $2 literally a month ago, people would have been kind of shocked to think, Cardano would be above $2 already. So it's great to see Cardano doing so well. I think it's definitely a coin we want to keep an eye on in this upcoming week. Like I said, it's definitely going to be one of my 5 coins to keep an eye on. So jumping into the next one, I think I can agree with Stellar XLM. So obviously here they said XLM. I agree with Stellar XLM. I think it's definitely a coin to watch in the upcoming weeks. We will definitely continue to do daily updates on these 5 coins I suggest, starting with Stellar, Cardano, and the other 3 that I will be talking about here in a second. We will be making daily videos on these. The next one in line, obviously going to be a big one. So they have Solana, DOT, and BTC. I talked about BTC obviously being one that we're going to talk about a lot, but it's not one that we're going to continue to really watch this upcoming week. I think there's some altcoins that are really in need of some really just keeping an eye on. So the very, very one I want to watch a lot of is, I think, Polygon. Like I said, guys, Polygon has done a ton in the last 7 days, a 76% increase in the last 7 days alone. It's definitely a coin that I continue to see some value in. I think it'll continue to do very, very well. Another coin that I think is going to do very, very well in the upcoming days and weeks ahead is going to be Solana. So Solana is not one that I'm going to put in my top 5 for watching this week, but Solana is one that I make occasional videos about, and I think it's one that we could continue to see some increases and growth through the upcoming days and weeks while the entire market is still bleeding. Some of these coins will outperform their, outperform their other, altcoin brothers or sisters. So we have, a couple other things I want to look at. So DOT is another one they listed on the on their top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this week, and I can disagree with that one. I don't think DOT is one of those that is going to be a huge deal to watch. I think it's a great coin, but Chainlink, in my opinion, is going to be a bigger one to watch. I think Chainlink is one of those coins that's talked about a lot on this channel. You guys know that specifically, but Link is one of those that's almost into the $37 range, which is just insane. Obviously, if you take a look at the last 90 days, you saw it actually do very, very well, making its way close to about 52, 51, about $52. So let's just say $52. We actually can see the all-time high was right around, right around that $52 range, $52.70. And that was 8 days ago. We saw the all-time high for Chainlink. We're already seeing a 27.3% decrease since that all-time high. That is a huge decrease. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to want to continue to watch, Chainlink because this is a coin that has such value and such utility behind it. I do suspect that once we see it take off, it will take off very, very quickly and do very, very big things very quickly. So, like I said, guys, keep an eye on these 5 coins. I think I listed all 5 of them now at this point. Another one I should say that I would keep an eye on, and this isn't really, this is a coin that we keep an eye on quite a lot on this channel. Like I said, we do daily updates or videos on pretty much all of these I'm talking about. But Theta is another one that I think you guys should be definitely taking a look at and definitely keeping an eye on, because it's at $10.09 right now. That's actually a fairly good price point for Theta, considering the last 90 days. If we take a look, or I guess let's go the last 30 days. If we take a look, we saw dips all the way down to 861. We saw one here down to 843. We saw a couple times dipping down into the 8s, and we actually saw a $7.50 dip as well at one point. So the fact that Theta is at $10.09 while the market, like we said, is pretty much bleeding is pretty insane. I think Theta is one of those that will have a great value and great return in just about 50 to 60 days. Let's take a look quickly at the thetatoken.org. If you guys haven't been here before, we see 44 days, 4 hours until Theta Mainnet 3.0 introducing T-Fuel staking and uptime mining. I definitely think that will impact the price on Theta. I think it's definitely a coin worth looking into. If you guys haven't been looking into it, it's going to be a great one to watch this week as well. So like I said, guys, a lot going on with the market. Unfortunately, it's not as fun when the market is green. However, it's still a lot of things to take a look at this week. So make sure to stay tuned, stay up to date on Twitter, stay up to date on YouTube. Do all your research, continue to do your research, because if the market can fluctuate so quickly, I don't want you to miss a big swing in either direction. So make sure to stay up to date. I do want to say, guys, as well, remember to do your own research, as this is not financial advice, and I'll never give you guys financial advice. But I do want to highlight some of these statistics at the top. So we see market cap being 9.4% decrease. That's just insane to see that kind of a decrease take place. And I want to take a look at a few more articles that Cointelegraph put out, and then we'll be done with the video. I do have a couple more points I want to touch on, and these are some pretty big ones, so make sure to stay tuned for these. Jumping into the first one, Bitcoin market dominance falls to 3-year low of 40%. That is massive. Obviously seeing the dominance at 39% basically right now for BTC. Seeing Ethereum dominance at about 18.4%. Just insane to continue to see these drop in dominance. We see altcoins really continuing to kind of hold their spot a little bit. Obviously, most of the time they are decreasing, but things like Theta, Cardano, Polygon, there's some coins that are doing fairly well. Solana, they're holding their own, and they're continuing to hold altcoins at a higher dominance level than they were ever at in the market. And I think it's great to continue to see altcoins really take a place in the market altogether during even what would be maybe considered a bear market if this continued on. Jumping into the next one, though, I did want to take a look at, so all hail the Shiba rise of Dogecoin pretenders fueled by meme frenzy. So obviously memes are still going on. I even tried one myself recently. I lost, I think I put like 20 link in just for the heck of it, whatever that was valued at the point in time. I lost about 20 links pretty quickly on one. The other one I put 60 link in because I had a better idea on that one, and I did actually double it, made it to about 130 link. So there are memes going around, meme coins going around like crazy. Be very careful when doing it. If you're not going to, one thing I'd like to say, if you're not willing to go to a casino to spend that money, don't spend it on meme coins, because most likely it's basically what you're doing is gambling. It's pretty much the exact same situation you're going to be taking a part of, and you really shouldn't be gambling too much of your savings away. So jumping into the last thing I want to take a look at is going to be the Bitcoin and Ethereum usage fees drop 70 to 80% as market slide continues. So transaction fees are falling rapidly on Bitcoin and Ethereum as the coin prices of both recede from recent peaks. So this is a big deal as well. Obviously, a lot of people are starting to really see this take place. If we go take a look at ethgasstation.info, which if you haven't been here before is a great spot to really get this most recent up-to-date really fees for Ethereum. They are going up just a little bit right now, but realistically, we've seen these, we've seen the trader side of things be close to 300 before. We've seen, most of these be a lot higher in gas fees. So Ethereum is very low on gas fees right now. So that is great to see. Honestly, a lot of people are probably upset about, the Bitcoin and Ethereum crashing. But if you do have big trades, which they talk about in this article, if you have big trades, it is a great time to take advantage of those, unfortunately, because, like we said, these Ethereum fees are always high. So right now is a great time to take advantage of them. So that's just going to be my top 5 altcoins really to watch this week and the upcoming days. I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of some coins to watch and keep an eye on, because like I said, it's going to be a crazy next, couple of days. We could see Bitcoin really tank all the way down to 28K, 32K, 38K. We've seen a lot of numbers come out, a lot of different people saying different things because of their technical analysis. I don't see it breaking below 40K, but if it does, I do think 38K is our next stop. If we go below that, 32K, below that, we go to 28K. I do not see it going below 28K pretty much unless something insane happens. But 28K is definitely going to be the very, very bottom of the pit, in my opinion. But, there's a lot to watch, a lot to keep an eye on this week with crypto. So definitely keep an eye on it. Like I always tell you guys, follow me on Twitter. It's linked in the description below, as well as, jump into our Discord. It's also linked in the description below. You can talk with crypto like-minded people like myself. And obviously, there's a lot of talk to be had right now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.